Lexus has a lot of exciting vehicles coming in the fairly near future. We know of the NX and the plug-in NX 450h Plus. We know of the LX 600 and all the exciting powertrains we can speculate for both of those vehicles. And we know the LQ or the LF1 Limitless concept is coming sometime. We just don't know when, right? Lexus is very secretive. But there's one vehicle that reigns above the rest of the future Lexus cars that has me most excited. In fact, probably the vast majority of Lexus fans out there most excited for, and that is the LC F. Well, Lexus may have just canceled it. Welcome back to the channel, Luxurious Fleet. If you're new here, my name's Kirk. I cover Japanese autos, and I get very fired up about Lexus when news breaks on them. And I'm probably the biggest fan, which also turns me into the biggest critic because I love them. They're call me biased, they're one of my favorite car brands, there's no doubt. But the LCF I have been so excited for, and it's been years in the making. The LC500 is a drop-dead gorgeous vehicle, and the F brand needs a revitalization. The ISF is dead, the GSF just got canceled, and all we have is an RCF, which is getting a little long in the tooth with no power upgrade since 2015, really. I mean, don't count the track edition, that doesn't count. The LCF was supposed to bring the LFA-esque back into Lexus, and it doesn't look like that is happening anytime soon. Heading over to the amazing Lexus enthusiast, has the Lexus LCF been canceled? You better believe I've never clicked so fast ever in my life. Japanese magazine MagX is reporting that development of the long-awaited LCF high-performance coupe has been canceled. We're going straight over to that link that they provided. It actually doesn't take us to MagX because I have MagX bookmarked and I watch them daily. MagX didn't say anything, at least from what I saw on their website, but this other Japanese website called carsensor.net has just uploaded what may have been what was published in the MagX, because of course they're not going to put things on their website before they've actually put it in the magazine, right? I mean, that would just kill their business. So let's read it over at carsensor.net. Lexus LC F discontinued, unlucky development. The effect of the new coronavirus is great. Toyota has stopped developing the LCF. I'm gonna pause right here. Take this with a grain of salt. This is not gospel, nor is it gospel that the LCF was ever gonna make it to production. That may have been an unlofty expectation, but Lexus has been, teasing us with this twin turbo V8 for some time now in the LC. The company has officially started the project on the premise that it will be the highest peak of Lexus and the F brands as a high-performance coupe since the LFA. Hey guys, smash the like button. Why? Because that will let me know you want to see more LCF news and rumors videos in the future. Now, they say there are several reasons for the discontinuation. One is the selection of cost and manpower. It is inevitable that profits will deteriorate due to the prolonged new coronavirus. It is also inevitable to narrow down the fields and vehicles that increase the development cost. As a Toyota, it was the reason why we quickly made the decisions and removed high-performance sports cars that could not be mass-produced from the list, which is a huge fatal mistake if this is true. And keep in mind, what I'm reading here is translated from Japanese. If it doesn't, it's not normal English sentence structure. But anyways, if Lexus is canceling the LCF, it is a mistake. But we'll talk about that at the end. Continued development of the V8 turbo was planned to be installed. Okay, so keep reading. The LCF was planned to be equipped with the 4-liter V8 turbo, more specifically a twin turbo. There's also information that it would be a transaxle to optimize front-rear weight distribution. In other words, although it was LC based, it was supposed to almost exclusively be designed. Like I said, this is from Japanese. It is hard to tell what that means about it would be a transaxle. Maybe it would be a mid-engine LCF or a highly modified where it would have better weight distribution front to back. It's hard to say, but let's keep going. This V8, not only high performance version, but also popular version. Well, what does that mean in English? Well, you're gonna have a high performance version. That's what everyone's talking about, like the 660 horsepower that the LCF was rumored to have. Well, you could, and I've also talked about detuned versions in my videos before. This is the first time I think I've seen it in an article, but I've always believed that Lexus would have been putting a detuned version in lesser vehicles. So maybe you would get a 600 horsepower or a 550 horsepower variant in the upcoming LQ. And maybe you would have that same engine, maybe tuned a little bit more for torque in the LX 600 or the LX F, whatever they decide to call it. It will be continued to be developed and will be installed in large pickups and SUVs exclusively for North America, and will be adopted in the LC 500 with plans to be used in a minor change version. Like I said, it could be used in the upcoming LX, the LX 600, or if they have this engine in it, who knows what they would call it. Now they also say large pickups, which I've talked about how the Tundra could receive this. Make sure to watch my video around my face about how the Tundra, well, I speculate on all the Tundra's potential powertrains, mainly hybrids, but I'm like, you know, they could add this twin turbo V8 for a, like, let's say a extreme TRD off-road version where it has 550 horsepower or more. That would be just super cool. So that is still a possibility. Now they also say it will be adopted in the LC 500 with plans to be used in a minor change version. Well, minor change could also mean like a refresh. Maybe they have an F Sport variant of it. I just think with this powerful of an engine, maybe they reserve it for the LCF. Maybe I just want there to be an LCF. Maybe they get rid of the 5-liter V8, or let's say they do the 5-liter V8, reduce the price on it, that the 2UR GSE that is currently in it. Maybe it starts at like 80 grand. Then you have this twin turbo V8 that's like, let's say 550 horsepower that's detuned a little bit. And then at the top end, maybe you have the LC 500 F Sport or something like that, that would have the full power 660 horsepower variant of this twin turbo V8. Unfortunately, the high performance sports of the highest peak of Lexus have become a phantom one. But we are looking forward to the emergence of a project that survived after selection, an electric EV model and a GR Super Sport that draws blood with WEC participants. So what does that mean in English? Well, electric EV model, a high performance one. We know Toyota is developing the eTNGA platform with Subaru. I think that that's what this article is referring to. And I don't know anything about a GR Super Sport. A GR Super Sport maybe could employ this twin turbo V8, but who knows? Remember the asterisks here at the bottom. This is a forecast article regarding the announcement of new models as of June 19, 2020. We do not guarantee the announcement. What does this mean if Lexus actually cancels this LCF? Well, it's not in vain entirely. Let's say they cancel it. They've been developing this thing for a long, long time. They have learned a lot of information from testing this vehicle over and over and over. And more importantly, this Phantom LCF could have been the real test mule of this twin turbo V8 that is hopefully, fingers crossed, going to be in many, many Lexus vehicles to come, such as the LX, the LS, the LQ, and the LC. Those all four would be flagship vehicles that this twin turbo V8 would find a beautiful home in. Now, if the LCF is actually not canceled and this article supporting this rumor is false, well, happy days. Let's throw a party. We can't wait for this vehicle. It's going to smash the AMG GT and the high-end versions of that. I think AMG GTR, which gets me so confused because it's like the Nissan GTR. If we still get the LCF, I think there would be an excitement in the Lexus brand that hasn't been around since the LFA, and that hasn't been here since 2012. Now, I understand why Lexus would cancel it. This vehicle on paper does not make them money. But like I said, the amount of excitement that this product would produce for the company, if it is insane as all the rumors suggest that it is, with 660 horsepower. This one suggesting maybe some sort of augmentation of the body like we see in the GR Yaris. The GR Yaris is really not a Yaris at all. It's an augmentation of the TNGA B and C platform. This LCF would definitely be a very modified version of the TNGA L platform. I believe that's what the LC and the LS are on. Guys, I'm just waiting I'm waiting. I'm waiting for Lexus to impress me. I know they can do it. They've done it before. I mean, this one's not very well received, but I know they're capable of producing the best vehicles in the world. With these uncertain times, we don't know when that's going to happen. I know the next NX is going to be a phenomenal vehicle. It's going to pretty much take over the luxury subcompact SUV market, and it's going to make them a lot of money. The thing is, Lexus doesn't need a lot more money, or Toyota doesn't need a lot more money. Yes, would they like it? Of course, but they're the most profitable automaker in the world. They need to be well respected. And being a luxury performance brand, if that's what they want to market themselves as, having an F division, not bringing the LCF to the table would be a complete catastrophe and would ruin the image of their sport-minded F brand. Thank you guys so much for watching. Guys, I'll see you in the comments. I'm gonna be living in there in the next day or two. And until next time, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.